Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me and you trying to get it, we ain't quitting to the end. Now I'm standing on stage trying to give it to the fans.
Today I will be reacting to NF's song Notepad. This was another great hit from NF, and once again I'm like, what rock was I hiding under? But I'm gonna just let that go because I'm just glad to be here and happy to be reacting and joining along for the journey. I really resonated with this song because journaling for me was a big part of how I process my emotions and how I did so when times are especially difficult. And I would love to hear your feedback on how you've processed your hard times too. Maybe it was different. First and foremost, I'm a human before I am a therapist, and so my reaction videos give a large dose of vulnerability and honesty that may or may not resonate with your own story. I own that, and I'm an imperfect human, but I do so delightfully for you here with all my rawness and all my realness, and I just love when we get those opportunities to connect through NF's music. Thank you so much for joining us, and if you want to see more of our content, please check out our podcast, Delightfully Dysfunctional, where myself and James dive into a range of topics related to the human experience and all of the emotions that come with it. Please like, subscribe, and share with anyone that you know because it helps give us more passion to invest into this lovely little passion project. I hope you enjoy.
You and I, we've been through a lot together. And I look back and I appreciate all the times that we had together. You know? I remember just going down in my room and, you know, trying to deal with some things. And you've always been there for that. Always. It's me and you.
I just want to speak to that part first. Yeah, being able to journal and write things out is a practice that I encourage you to try because it can give you access to your subconscious if you allow it. I totally understand what he's saying here. Journaling for me was my release, and I know he's talking about like writing lyrics, but that's a form of journaling. It's a form of processing. He just took it to a next level and made this like beautiful music and put rhythm and soul into it. And sometimes it's like a voice memo even. For me, when I journal, I think this is a mistake some people make is like, who's going to read it? Or it has to make sense, or it has to have a flow, or it needs to be autobiographical, and this is what I ate today. Mine is word vomit on the page. This is my workshop. This is my raw realness. This is my sacred space to find the pieces to make whole again. No one sees it. In fact, and this is my own process, it does not need to be yours. When I finish a journal, I have a little sacred ceremony and I burn it or I throw it away in some way. It was never meant for anyone else's eyes. And that's just me. It does not have to be your process. But I just in his intro there, was remembering, you know, the times where that was the space where things could be honest if there was no one else to listen. And I get it.
You and I been best friends ever since I was a young kid. Everything we did, where's time went? Got a lot of years coming up ahead of us, and ever since we met, I knew we'd get somewhere. But the fact is, I ain't really know when. I don't really know how either, but I can feel the goosebumps, my skin writing. I've been waiting for the moment. You and I can make it happen. A lot of people thinking we ain't gonna make it rapping. I ain't got a problem with them though, that don't even matter. We ain't looking for the people trying to say that we the baddest. Nah, never like that. Came a long way, never did it for the money. We ever make it big, I'ma give it to the family. Looking back now, everything is looking funny. You and I in the room writing, up late when the mood strikes us. We don't care if they do like us. Writing songs for the haters we ain't even got yet. Freestyling, somebody turn the mic up. Talking about things we don't really understand. Talking about things we don't really comprehend. Me and you trying to get it, we ain't quitting to the end. Now I'm standing on stage trying to give it to the fans.
He said so many good things in this verse. Take note here. I love this visual. I love that he's bringing it specifically to like an item, like a notepad, or the process of writing in a notepad, because when he was doing that writing, he didn't know that NF was inside of him. It was just his space to process. It was just that first step where he could allow his feelings to be real. And for a highly sensitive person, as like sees like, you gotta let it out somewhere or it will just devour you. There's such power in allowing for that vulnerability to come out of you and to then just start welcoming it instead of pushing it down. There's so many things in life that will tell you to push it down, especially in childhood trauma, in unsafe places. So much there. That inner child is hiding in a cave and doesn't want to come out. And this offering of pen to paper gives voice to what they are not able to say to their caregivers because their caregivers aren't safe people. It doesn't allow them to fully feel. At this point when he was releasing music, I think it was 8 years ago, I'm not sure what kind of, he obviously had gotten some momentum and some fame, but I don't know to what degree. And in the lyrics or when he had written the song, again, like I'm not sure where that happened in his lifetime line because he's speaking to like, they're already being haters, which means you've gotten somewhere actually if you have people who have opinions about you, but also like if I ever make it big, which makes me feel like he maybe hadn't like gotten that footing and that traction yet at the point of the writing of this song. I think that I'm trying to view money, and I am viewing money as like an energy exchange. Now that doesn't fully make sense to me sometimes when I think about some of the people who have accumulated that money. If I don't see them living really authentically, but I'm going to say to NF, and his journey, that's what he's speaking to is like, wanting to be able to give back, wanting to be able to grow in order to give back. And that is such a beautiful message. It's a message actually that I know that quite a few people who do accumulate some, sort of wealth, that is a hope in their heart. And it's something that I'm trying to flip my own script on because having been like a bona fide poor kid, it's easy for my brain to automatically want to say to people who might have, quite a bit more than me or more than I've ever had, like, must be nice. And that's not the attitude that I want to have at all for what is really just like a flow of energy that you're allowing if you can really be free and wake up, not stay in that sleepwalking state. That may or may not be something that resonates with you because I'm sure that so many of you are working really hard. And it feels unfair and it feels difficult, and I understand that. There's something that he's already generating, this momentum and this energy, and saying like, all that money would do would give me the ability to give back to my family. It would just allow me to give back more. And I love that message. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
We took that karaoke machine from my room and we put it up to the CD player and played the instrumentals, and man, we've come a long way. A long way. I made a lot of mistakes, you've been there for the whole thing. Help me with the drama, rapping in the car outside daily. We don't care if it's a winter, we don't care if it's a summer. I remember writing raps with the curse words. I just wanna hear it, seems like everybody does it. Did it for a while, wasn't into all the customs. Tried to find who I was, being everything I was in real life. Yeah, got a lot of anger, you know where I'm at. Put it all over the pages and wrote it in the rap. Said that we could be amazing if I give us a chance. Now I'm looking around like, yeah, look at where we at. Look at where we at now. We ain't made it yet, but they can hear us in the background coming. Some are gon' hate it, some are gon' love it. I'ma put it in his hands and let God do the judging, yeah. Remember me and you, always had you in the backpack. Took you into school, writing on you like it's nothing. A lot of people in the room see me scribble on the page, but they ain't got a clue, no, they ain't got a clue. We at the beginning, hoping someday you and I can say we made it and we did it. You ain't nothing but a notepad, tell me who you kidding. I'm just running out of space, I'll be back in a minute, turn the page on me. You know what's crazy is, it's just...
Yeah. I love that I got a lot of anger, you know where I'm at, put it all over the pages. Yeah, like give your emotion space to unfurl somewhere. And yeah, his emotion, his experience, I know I've said it in every video, but he's just like transformed it like in such a beautiful way, like a phoenix. And it's so cool. And for all of us, like I'm reflecting back on like the last video that we did too, but it's the journey. So you can't not like kind of bounce around as you're unfolding it, but thinking to, is it called Wake Up? Right? Yeah. Thinking back to that video, and like the transformation that we go through, we all have a chrysalis phase. We all do, and it's necessary. Like, don't let the comfort of that cocoon stop you from becoming the butterfly, stop you from reintroducing yourself to the world. This is really cool. And like, yeah, let God do the judging, like not people out there. Everyone's going to have their opinions, and like being able to accept that you're not for everyone. And these are some lessons that I've had to learn, because the scary part, you know, clearly about putting yourself on the internet is that people have an opinion. And for a little recovering perfectionist like myself, I knew I was taking on that challenge. And there's nothing special about what I do or that journey that I'm on. I think that it is not unique. And so I'm not looking for anyone to be like, well, you made that choice. No, I did. I made that choice. I did. And I love how the process of accepting my lessons of learning how to love more, that those people who my message might not resonate with, I can just let it go so easily. In fact, I let it go and I just send them love, because I think that sometimes I might trigger them because it's not something that they've really fully felt before. Or I think that me just being a therapist is triggering for people if they've had negative experiences. And I've had negative experiences with therapists too. I get it. To just allow it and see it as like, you know, that might be a projection of their hurt places. And it's not a reflection then of what I know and who I am. It doesn't need to shake me. And I hear that and see that as he's saying, like, yeah, like I'm going to be me. This is me being real. Some are going to hate it. Some are going to love it. I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do. Yeah, I'm running out of space. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I love the message.
This just started as something that was an escape for us, you know? And now I look around and there's a lot of people out there going through the same things, you know, we've been through. And now this music we write is actually making an impact. It's crazy.
I really love there's a unique beat to that song that's really cool. Like, I think later on I'm going to have just like some solo dance party for myself and just let my body fully embody it. Let myself fully embody it. I've been having a lot of fun having some dance parties. And I encourage you to do the same, whether it's this song or another NF song or something completely different. Like, that's my challenge to you today. Like, move your body. Let your body feel the music. Inviting your body into your healing is so powerful. And in fact, that's kind of the topic for the podcast episode that James and I will be recording right after this. This last part here. And now I look around and there's a lot of people out there going through the same things, you know, we've been through. Now this music we write is actually making an impact. It's crazy. That's what I've been saying. Like, his experience is unique to him, but the journey, it's a journey that we can all resonate with on some degree, on some level, if you've let yourself really feel through it. If you've let yourself, experience and feel that pain and haven't been continually numbing. Or maybe it just scratches the surface enough for you to recognize that you haven't fully felt it. And what beauty it is then to have it let him be a mirror of your own experience and what you felt. Thank you so much, Delightful Humans, for continuing to show the path that NF is on and the journey that he's on, for inviting us along. It has been really fun. And it's helped me fall in love with music again. I didn't realize it was something that I'd been too busy being productive to pause and let myself really enjoy it. And it's really lovely. It's so lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. It helps us continue to provide this content to you that is so much fun. I hope you have a lovely day, Delightful Human, and we'll see you in the next one.